Hello, everybody. Welcome to Film Literature. I'm looking at the course list for this, or the class list for this. It looks like a lot of you guys actually just had dramatic lit last semester, so cool. This should be fun. I do want to just take a minute or two to look at the syllabus and just go over major important things with the syllabus. So this is Film Literature. I'm Mr. Marks. You should know that by now. Let's see. Effectively, what this class is we are engaging in literary analysis, but over film. So, kind of how in another literature class you would break apart like a novel or a play to just examine the major literary elements, like theme, character arc, symbolism. We're doing that type of stuff, but with movies, because movies are stories, and since they're stories, they have the same story elements as written stories have. So we'll also be kind of looking at how literary or expression in film differs from expression in literature, since they're two different mediums. And you are going to write. There are essays. There are writing assignments in this class. This is still an English class, even if we are watching movies. See, looking at general rules. Respect is my number one. Is the number one thing for me. Respect each other. Respect me. Respect the classroom. If and when we get back in person. Regarding late work and missing work, so all assignments in this class are on Canvas. So because of that, all assignments are due by the date and time that is posted on Canvas. If there is a problem with that, you need to let me know as soon as possible, preferably before it's due. The sooner you can let me know you're having trouble with something, the easier and faster it will be for me to fix it. Whether it's because you have trouble with an assignment or whether it's a tech issue, whatever, let me know as soon as possible so that way we can deal with it. With makeup work, again, it's your responsibility to ask for makeup work. Again, since everything's on Canvas, check Canvas to see what you missed. Everything should show up in your to-do list. So you should easily be able to check Canvas at a moment's notice, see what you have to do and when it's due by. And since this is a class that depends on watching movies, if you miss watching a movie, you need to get in touch with me so we can work out how to come up with an alternate type of viewing, another way for you to watch that. But it is really important that you make an effort to watch all of the movies, so that way you're prepared for class. It'd be missing a movie in this class would be similar to not doing the reading in a literature class. You're not prepared because you haven't in this case watched or viewed the source material. Okay, academic misconduct. Don't cheat, don't copy, don't plagiarize. If you do, it's 0 on the assignment. Let's see, looking at the grade breakdown for this. If you had me in dramatic literature last semester, it's the same breakdown. I use category weighted grades. So certain types of assignments are weighted heavier and count for more that or have a bigger impact on your grade than others. So projects and papers are the most important. They're weighted for 50% of your grade. Tests and quizzes are the second. They're weighted for 30%. Homework and classwork is 15%, and participation is 5%. With class expectations, I expect you to do your work. If you have to read something, you're expected to have your reading done. You're expected to watch the movies that we need to watch for this. Failure to do so will cost you participation points. And I do have a disclaimer for this course, just something to be aware of. So this course features mature content, and because of that, mature behavior is expected of you. There's a reason why I only let juniors and seniors in this class. Because a number of the films that we view in this class are rated R. They have high artistic and academic value, but they do feature adult content, notably language and violence and a little bit of sexuality. But since we are watching mature content and we are examining mature content, you are expected to behave and respond and act maturely to it. If that's a problem, then for you, then I ask that you drop the class. One other thing to bring up, since we are starting this semester virtually, at least for these first 2 weeks, and honestly, in my opinion, I think it's likely that that will be extended given the current state of COVID in Henry County. We will need to watch our first movie, Casablanca, via Zoom. This is not an ideal way to do this, but frankly, there really is no other viable alternative for us to do this while we're virtual, and we can't really afford to wait 2 weeks or even or longer potentially without watching a movie to get this class going. So, there are just too many of you in this class to try and do small group viewings anyway. It'll just take too long to do it like that. So we will have to watch it over Zoom. We did this at the beginning of last semester for film. Again, it's not the ideal way to do it, but it's kind of the best alternative that we have. So going along with that, I am including in this module a survey that I really, really need you all to take. In this survey, I'm basically asking what times or what potential conflicts you have when it comes to time. So that way we can set up a viewing time for everybody to actually be able to watch the movie via Zoom. Again, I know this is not the ideal way to do this, but at least this way we can start the class and get some stuff rolling just so we're not scrambling when we get back in person. So I really need you to fill out that survey just so I can better schedule these viewings around your availability. And it may come to it that we'll have to come up with some alternative measures, but whatever, we will cross that bridge if and when we come to it. This should be a fun semester. It's a fun class. And I look forward to going through this with you guys.